the transition table. My name is Megan Kearney.
And I'm Diane Hartz-Warsaw.
And in this episode today, we're going to delve into the intricacies of business exit planning, highlighting honestly the pivotal role of Exit Factor's exit assessment, and really preparing business owners for successful transitions. So,
Perfect.
whether you're contemplating selling your business or planning for the future, understanding your company's value and readiness is definitely crucial.
I agree. So I know we talk about an exit assessment, and I'm sure people have heard of business valuations and appraisals. What makes an exit assessment different?
Yeah, so really what an exit assessment does is it's business planning for a future or a company's future. So simply put, it establishes the current value of your business today, like a business valuation, but it goes a step further, telling what your needs are in the business, and that's both financially, operationally, to help achieve, your future goals. And really, this assessment includes a, detailed assessment on your financial performance. It talks about your market position and then future growth prospects. So it gives you a key performance indicator and objectives to really focus in that's specific to your business. And it doesn't not only maximizes the value of your company, but um, it also looks at the current profitability and efficiencies.
And why don't you explain a little more? Because I know that in an exit assessment, we do so much more than look at the financials.
Yeah. So with an exit assessment, I mean, we're diving into not just the financials, but it's the operations. It's how can we make sure that we have processes, we're strategic about who's running the business, to free up, the business owner's time or an employee's, there's one key employee. How can we make the business more attractive and transferable? We also focus on the exit readiness. So, is your business ready today? Are you ready today? And what does that actually look like? And so, I think it's one thing to be attractive, like an attractive company, but it's another thing to be exit ready and diving into it a little bit deeper. Dion, what do you find through working with businesses is important when thinking about, their eventual transition? And
Well,
how an
I
exit assessment helps with that, I guess.
Well, I think the key difference with an exit assessment is that we also have a questionnaire that we go through with the owners, and we ask them, like you touched on, their personal readiness, their
Mhm.
operational readiness, and also if there is a wealth gap. Have they thought about, whether they exit or not, have they thought about what they might need when it does come time for them to leave their business? And what I found by doing these questionnaires with business owners, it really opens their eyes to what they have now, but also helps them see that they're not where they could be to generate the most profitability and value out of their business.
Yeah, I love that. And I think something that, really differs is just, yeah, beyond the financials, it's what is your business currently where are they today, but how can we get them to that next level, that next step beyond just, oh, we need to look through, you're not doing well in bookkeeping or, it looks like you need to outsource that, but it's really looking at someone's business. So for example, we're currently working with a construction company
Mhm.
and they're truly spending 80% of their marketing dollars in this one area. And they've been doing it for the past, 15 years. This is their first time realizing that they're only getting a 5% return. That's scary. So how can we help these business owners provide almost like a holistic view of areas of, not just quick value adds, but value adds like this that's recognizing where they're spending their money today.
Right. And also, um, because we do this interview process, I think it also opens their eyes to the possibilities, right?
Yep.
So, yes, we talk about are you exit ready, but it also provides business owners a way to feel re energized because they're not stuck in the grind. And I think you gave a great example because there are many different ways that they could market or find ways to find new clients or who are the right people to have around the table. But I think that helping people also understand that eventually they will probably leave the business and what will be there for them when it's time for them to do so. And
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's very powerful also because we can show them what they're worth today, what they could be worth in the future if they work with us, and what they would be worth in the future if they didn't do anything. And I
Yeah.
think showing that difference is really what makes an exit assessment a true and very, very effective tool for a business owner that is looking to grow, not
Yeah.
necessarily looking at the end game.
Yeah, and I love it. And I think, exit assessment, it feels like it can have, oh, we're looking to sell my business right away, but really it's preparation for the future. And
Correct.
I like, the 5 steps we call. It's the value of the business we focus on. So evaluating your starting point. We focus on the optimization piece. So how do we improve your performance? The third step is record. So how can we document to make sure things are seamless? The processes are seamless. Step four is the transform. So how can we build for growth? And then lastly, of course, is the exit. How can we achieve a high profitable transition, because that time really helps and pays off in the future, and if anything were to happen down the line.
Absolutely. I love what you really summed it up perfectly. So before we go today, um, I wanted to ask you, I know that you asked me a fun fact about me. Now it's your turn.
Let's see. Fun fact, I'm actually doing a race this weekend. So
What kind of race?
I'm doing a half Ironman. I'm
Wow.
yeah, big into triathlons and have been doing them for many years. So it's yeah, just a passion of mine, and I think it translates with business as well. It's nice to have kind of a goal to look forward to and work up to. So it's great.
And there's
Super
the
excited.
discipline.
Yes, for sure. I know. Swam at 6 a.m. this morning, so it definitely has that discipline effect to start your day the right way. So
Well, great. Thanks. And we'll see everybody next time.
awesome. Thanks so much for tuning in.